Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is my training day. So it's Thursday and I will train as usual. One thing that I changed on my routine right now this morning is I decided to train one leg planche push-ups instead of straight planche push-ups because I have trouble locking my arms out. So I'm gonna decrease the intensity and focus on my technique and form, because eventually I'll have to take out the band, the loop band, and I'll have to do it on my body weight. So to do that in the future, I have to focus on my technique and form. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing on today. And as you guys see, I'm wearing a long sleeved shirt because it's very chilly outside. So I think fall is about to come. I'm really excited for winter as well. But without any further ado, let's get right into the training, guys.
As I wake up every morning, I wish the day would end, because a day without you in my life, I don't know how to mend. And I was like, eh, 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 oh, 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 oh. You were like, eh, 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 no, oh, no, oh. I was like, eh, 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 oh, 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 oh. You were like, eh, 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 no, oh, no, oh. Come on, let's rewind till I smile. That look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blind leading chase. Thought I had a plan with you and me. Was the villain of my own dream, breaking me down to my knees. I look right at the mirror, wondering if I'll be okay. My head is telling me nothing, it's got nothing left to say. And I was like, eh, 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 oh, 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 oh. You were like, eh, 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 no, oh, no, oh. I was like, eh, 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 oh, 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 oh. You were like, eh, 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 no, oh, no, oh. Come on, let's rewind till I smile. That look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blind leading chase. Thought I had a plan promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. As you guys see, it's all of a sudden it's night. Right now it's around 7:40 something. I just had my last meal of the day and I just got back from uni. Now everything is done. Now it's time for training reflection. To be honest, I tried one leg band assisted planche push-ups. It was easier than strap planche, but one bad thing is that I cannot go deep because I'm literally in a one leg position, so one of my legs are tucked in a tuck planche position. So when I go down and do a planche push-up, my knees hit the ground, so that's kind of like a problem when doing one leg push-ups, but that's okay because right now I am focusing on straightening out my arms instead of the full range of motion. So once I get used to stretching my arms out, like straightening out after the push-up phase, I think I'll go back to straddle planche push-ups or like full planche push-ups. I can still do them, but the problem is I cannot straighten them out after the push-up phase, so I have a lacking strength in the straightening part after the push-up phase. So that's something that I'm working on right now. So besides that, everything else went really good today, and I'm starting to feel a little fatigued, but I'm not really sure if this is temporary fatigue or if this is like CNS fatigue. I'm not really sure. I think I'll have to keep training to find out if this is like CNS fatigue or if this is just like a normal fatigue that I get. But besides that, I think everything else went great today. Okay, now I'm gonna be discussing about a topic, but I'm gonna do it very short. It's gonna be about tendons and joints, how important they are when it comes to your calisthenics skills. So when you do straight arm exercises like front lever, planche, back lever, etc., you put a lot of stress on your tendons. In planche, for example, you put a lot of stress on your tendons like right here, so the elbow tendons. And if this gets injured, it's super hard for you to progress because muscles, let's say you fatigue them out. After 2 days, which is minimum, and after 4 days, which is maximum, you're gonna be recovered, like no problem with that, unless you tore something. So unless you tore a muscle, you're gonna be recovered, so no problem with that. But if you have tendon pains and if you tore some tendons or if you had like a tendon injury, what's gonna happen is it's gonna take a lot longer for you to recover because tendons and joints usually take longer to recover compared to muscles. So usually they take around like 3 to 5 times more than muscles for them, which is tendons and joints, to recover. Obviously, even if your muscles are recovered, if your tendons and joints are not recovered, you won't be able to do straight arm exercises because straight arm exercises put a lot of stress on your tendons. So that is one of the reasons why you should really take care of your tendons and joints. So it is really important to progressively overload on your tendons and joints, because if you do not progressively overload on your tendons and joints and you just like dive right into harder variations, put a lot of stress on it, what's gonna happen is your tendons and joints are gonna be really shocked and it might just tore apart. which is like the worst thing ever, because like I said, it takes 3 to 5 times more than the muscles to recover. So if you tore your tendons, it's gonna be like months or even years of recovery needed in order to get your tendons back to normal. And yeah, like I said before on my last video, if you're injured, you're gonna have trauma, so you won't be able to perform well like you did before the injury, so it's kind of difficult. So that is my bottom line. Tendons and joints are very important for calisthenics skills, especially for calisthenics skills, straight arm exercises, like I said. And if you manage your tendons and joints very well, you will be able to progress faster, because when you're doing calisthenics skills, straight arm exercises, you put a lot of stress on your tendons and joints, right? And if those tendons and joints are not in pain and they're fresh, you're gonna be able to push yourself harder. So it's really important to manage your tendons and joints health. So that's what I wanted to talk about in my today's topic. And it's very late right now, so like 7:40, 7:50 something. I'm gonna go do some of my work, some studies I have to do, and after that I'm just gonna go to sleep and prepare for my next training tomorrow, which is on Friday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for my last training for the week. So see you guys then.